So tonight we are embarking on a full moon art journey. So first I'll tell you a little bit about our structure of what we're going to do tonight, and then we'll get into it. So tonight I'll be guiding you through a meditation. And in this meditation, we'll have an intention. And this intention is connected to the energy of the full moon in Scorpio that is happening tonight at 8:31 p.m. Woo! Now, I'm not an astrologist, but I do love astrology. And so I like to weave that into what we're doing tonight. So we already started to set our sacred space by lighting candles, lighting incense, or creating some sort of smoke to cleanse and clear the space. We'll continue to create that space as we move forward. I'll talk a little bit about this moon and what I understand from it. Then we'll talk about our intention and what we'll do going into our meditation or our journey tonight. And then when we come out of our journey, we'll use that inspiration and whatever information we collected from that to intuitively create some art. And I want to mention that there's no art experience necessary with this process. Come as you are, exactly as you are. We're going to use whatever materials we have available tonight, and we are going to let ourselves play and have some fun. So with this guided meditation, what we're doing is we're altering our consciousness. And so we'll move into this almost subliminal space where we tap in to the present moment, and we're going to tap into our higher selves tonight. So some of you who have been here on journeys with me before, we've done this in a variety of different ways. So last time our journey was guided. The time before, it was just a drum beat, and our intention was to meet our compassionate helping spirits. But tonight, in alignment with this full moon in Scorpio, our intention is to connect to our higher selves. And in this way, we're going to tap in to see if there are messages that want to come forth when we go into this altered state, into this meditation and trance. And you might already have a personal intention or a question that you might want to ask your higher self. And this is going to be personal for each of us. And we'll get to that intention in just a moment. But let's go back to that moon in Scorpio, okay? So Scorpio, ooh, very watery, very emotional. Some of you already mentioned that you were feeling a little bit tired. This is because of this transit happening with this moon and some of the planetary alignments. This is a really stacked and serious full moon in Scorpio. Again, I'm not an astrologer, but from listening to the reports today, this might feel like a really emotionally intense time for some. Scorpio is known to dive deep into the waters of the unconscious, to pull up and reveal truths. Scorpio is all about the process of death and rebirth. And so this is such a perfect timing. We have Beltane happening on May 1st, which is Saturday. This is a pagan festival that is all about rebirth and celebrating the spring and the aliveness of life. And spring in general is just simply a time of rebirth, a time for clearing out the old, the things that no longer serve us, the stagnation that we're ready to leave behind, so that then we can put our roots deep down into the soil and grow whatever we want to move forward with. And so tonight's a really great time to start to release the things that aren't serving us anymore, so that we can push all of those things aside and find the truth. And this full moon is a lot about tapping into our purpose, tapping into why are we here? What is this life about for you? What are you manifesting? What are you drawing into your life? And what is your path moving forward? And you don't have to have all the answers tonight, but we're going to start exploring and investigating whatever wants to come to the surface for you. Investigating, what does your higher self want you to know? What is the truth that you can connect to in this moment that will serve you moving forward on your path? And so Scorpio is also about purging, releasing those things that we no longer want. So in a few moments, I'm going to invite you to grab just a paper and a pen, and we're going to be writing our intentions. But before we do so, I'd like to just set a little bit more of a sacred space together, creating a container that we can hold this sacred work in together. So I invite you to just lengthen through your spine for a moment. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And I invite you to receive a few breaths together. So you could close the eyes or soften your gaze. And I invite you to imagine us all sitting together in a circle. For those of you who are present here in this moment, or for those who might be watching this video later, let's open that space up for all of us, welcoming each other in, just sensing into the energy of the beings who have gathered here tonight to honor the full moon, to honor our higher selves, to honor this moment in time together. Let's receive a big breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, let it out with a sigh. Imagine you're leaving behind any stress or negativity from the day. Let's do this again together. Big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, release it out. One more big breath in. Open the mouth and let it out. And with your eyes still closed or with that soft gaze, take a moment to consider something that you're ready to release and let go of tonight. Could be a thought pattern, a belief, a relationship, a position, a job, a connection. What are you ready to release and let go of? It may be obvious, it may not be so obvious. Just notice whatever comes to mind. And then we'll take one more release breath on the inhale, gathering up that thing you're ready to let go of, and then open the mouth. Sigh it out, let it go. And I invite you to gently blink the eyes back open, returning to this space. And please grab your notebook and something to write with. And let's consider an intention for tonight. And again, we're going to be journeying in this meditation to our higher self to gather whatever information that we need to move forward in our path with purpose, with joy and fulfillment. And so you might have a question for your higher self. It could be, what do I need to know to move forward in a good way, for example. But this is personal. What is your intention tonight in connecting with your higher self? Just take a moment to write your intention down. If you feel called to write down what you're releasing as well, feel free to do so. And in just a few moments, once everyone has that intention in mind, we'll jump into our journey process. So tonight I had collected some flowers, and really people think these are weeds, but if you look closely, they don't look like weeds to me. But really they are. So this is the offering, one of the offerings on the altar I've created for tonight. I just like to share with you some chocolate, oranges, and apple. And I've set up a little crystal grid here. And altars are wonderful because they serve as a reminder for our intention, the intention that we're moving forward with. And so this altar tonight is to help us to connect on a deeper level to our higher selves so that we can tap into that truth that we need to hear so we can connect to our purpose and our passion. We'll just take another moment and then I'll begin to guide you into our process. So each time I host this journey a little bit differently. My husband calls me the jam band yogi. And that's because I find that even when I plan things, my intuition just kicks in and whatever needs to come out comes out. And so tonight our journey will be a little different from the last journeys you've been on with me. And I invite you to allow yourself to be taken to wherever the journey takes you. Even if you lose my voice and you just start embarking on your own adventure, go for it. Please feel free to do so. Know that you're not doing anything wrong. You will also be guided in this process. So there are a few ways that you can set up for this journey tonight. Some people prefer to lie down. If you're feeling a little tired tonight, you might fall asleep if you lie down. So another option is to sit up. And you can be sitting on a chair or a couch. You can be sitting on the floor, whatever is going to help you feel most comfortable. Our journey will be about 30 minutes tonight. So if you're lying down, you can feel free to cover yourself with a blanket. And you might want something to place over your eyes. That could be a bandana or a little eye pillow, whatever you have handy. And allow yourself to get comfortable wherever you are. Feeling free to put your little eye covering on. Finding a position that your body can rest in comfortably for 30 minutes. And as I guide you through this journey tonight, there will be the sound of bells in the background, and I invite you to try to minimize any background distractions. So You might want to place your phone on mute. I should have said that before you put your eye pillow on. Just in case. Creating an environment that can allow you to dive deep tonight into this altered state of consciousness. All right. So I invite you, as we start to move into this process, to use all of your senses. And I'll be guiding you through the visual. There will be audio. Allow yourself to remember your intention as we start to move into this process. And I'm going to start the sound of some gentle bells in our background. As you begin to settle in, feel the weight of gravity drawing your body down. Soften the muscles of your face. Unhinge your jaw. Feel the connection of your body to the earth below you. You might be sensing the feet on the floor, or your sitting bones grounding down. Maybe you're feeling the entire back side of your body resting. Give your body permission to soften, to relax, and to find ease. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the natural flow and the rhythm of your breath. Tapping into the aliveness of this moment. The aliveness of your body. We'll gently move our awareness through our energy centers, the chakras, as we begin to embark on our journey tonight. Please bring your awareness to the base of the spine, the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, just sensing this connection to your body in this place and space, feeling safe and secure and supported. Allowing your awareness to move up to the sacral chakra, the Svadhisthana chakra. The element of this chakra is water. This chakra is about flowing, creativity, connection. Just imagine that this space is opening for you to flow freely in your journey and in your creativity tonight. allowing your awareness to move up to the Manipura chakra. This is our place of power, willpower, determination, our sense of self. Tonight, as we embark on this journey, we will be using our autonomy and our willpower, knowing that we can always make decisions as we move through our journeys that best serve us. Allow the attention to move up to the heart, the Anahata chakra. This is a place of compassion, a place of love and connection. Just knowing tonight that you will be connecting with yourself in a compassionate way, holding space for whatever wants to come through tonight. Allowing your awareness to move up to the throat chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra, the space of communication, self-expression. Allowing this space to open as you prepare to hear the message from your higher self, to receive your truth in whatever form it is presented. Feeling your awareness moving up into your third eye, the Agnya chakra. This is our seat of intuition, perception, and inner guidance. Imagine that this space is starting to open. This space is starting to expand, creating a wide lens for you to receive messages and intuition that will best serve you in your journey. Allowing your awareness to move up to the crown chakra, the Sahasrara chakra. Imagining there is a beautiful lotus flower on the crown of your head, and the petals are starting to gently open and expand as you connect deeply to divine guidance. And as we begin to arrive in this energetic space, I invite you to call in whatever helpers, spirit guides, angels, whoever you feel called to drawing in to help you on your journey tonight. Take a moment to do so. Calling in those divine beings, passionate helping spirits who are always present and supporting us energetically on our journey. Imagining a beautiful, radiant white light that's starting to beam down in through the crown of the head, down through all the chakras, expanding from your body outward in a beautiful bubble of white light. Feeling a container surrounding you and surrounding our entire cohort tonight with protection, with love and support. Now I invite you to visualize yourself walking into a meadow. Beautiful meadow where flowers are blooming. The gentle creek, water flowing freely. The sun is shining. And you begin to walk through this meadow. Begin to use your senses. As you're walking along this path, what do you see? Where are you headed? What might you hear? Are there birds chirping? Are you hearing the whistling of the wind blowing? We're embarking on our journey to connect with our higher self. And so as you continue to walk through this beautiful meadow, imagine you're approaching the edge of a wood, a beautiful wooded area. You begin to explore. You're finding a beautiful path that's guiding you to exactly where you need to be. Taking in information from all around. You might have thoughts that appear in your mind. Notice them. You might have a sense of smell or taste. Take note of these things. As you're walking through the woods on your journey to meet your higher self, notice what you're discovering. Are you seeing animals or critters scurrying about? And as you're walking through this beautiful wooded area, you start to hear the sound of rushing water. You begin to walk or dance toward that water. Allow yourself to be free, using your imagination. Perhaps you sprout wings and fly toward the sound of the water. And as you approach this water, notice what you see. Notice what you feel. Have you found a waterfall or a hot spring? What is this beautiful place that you have found? Take a few moments to explore. What's there? Who is there? And when you feel ready, I invite you to start to move into the water, knowing that there are no boundaries here. You can breathe under the water if you wish to go down and explore, or perhaps your preference is to float, just to sit and relax in the sensation of this water holding you, surrounding you. Feeling your body relaxing here, even deeper. Feeling the warmth of the water caressing your skin. And as you rest in these waters, you start to notice someone approaching you. Very familiar someone. It is your higher self. Take a moment to notice what your higher self looks like and feels like. Taking in all of the information from all of your senses. Your higher self joins you in this beautiful crystal clear water. Take a moment to notice what it feels like to be connecting to your higher self. This part of you that is always present. This part of you that has nothing but compassion and wisdom and guidance for you. Take a few moments to connect with this guidance. You may ask your higher self a question or state your intention. And then I invite you to simply sit back and listen. Listen and feel and simply notice whatever arises in your senses. What does your higher self want to share with you right now? Taking in all of the information. What do you feel? What thoughts are arising? What is in your experience right now as you dive into this connection with your higher self? You might take a moment to show gratitude, to show love and compassion to this part of yourself that is always there, ready and willing to give you guidance, to give you support. Perhaps taking a moment to embrace. You feel so called to do so. With the support of your higher self, as you're still resting in this water, we invite you to start releasing whatever is holding you back from tapping in to this deep and true connection to your highest self. Releasing past experiences, negativity, old beliefs and thought forms that no longer serve you. Feel the water taking that weight of those things you're ready to release. Still feeling the support from your higher self as you shed what no longer serves you. I invite you to receive a breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it out. And imagine you're beginning to slowly rise out of the water. And as you're stepping out of the water, you're feeling the weight of the past being let go of. You're feeling the water cleansing you, clearing you on all levels. And visualize your highest self standing in front of you. Imagining you're receiving a breath together with this version of yourself. And as you do so, you both step forward into one another and merge. Notice the sensation of this connection to the wisdom and the divinity of your highest self. And now, being merged, begin to gently walk out through the woods. Maybe you're dancing, maybe you're skipping, maybe you're singing with joy. And you're walking back out into the beautiful meadow. And notice what you're taking with you. What are you bringing back with you from this journey? Beginning to bring your attention back into the crown of your head. Imagining this beautiful lotus flower that was open, starting to gently fold back in. Allowing the awareness to move down to the third eye. Feeling the third eye gently drawing back in. Bringing the awareness down to your throat. Keeping your throat open for communication, to receive and to give. Bringing the attention back down into your heart. Feeling a sense of love and compassion for this time you've taken for yourself tonight. Bringing the awareness down into your core, your power center. Knowing that you can tap into the power of your higher self at any time you wish, just by calling upon this truth. Bringing the attention down to the sacral chakra, feeling it activating, preparing you for expression and creativity. Then bringing the awareness all the way back down to the root. Feeling the sensation of your body being drawn down with gravity. And starting to bring some gentle movement into your body to feel yourself coming back into this space right here, right now. Feeling your feet on the floor. Feeling the weight of gravity drawing you into your seat. And in a moment, you'll hear the sound of a bell. And I'll invite you to gently reawaken out of our journey and back into this space together. And as you arrive, make sure that you're feeling grounded here in this moment in your body. You can feel free to tap your legs or your belly or your arms, making sure that you're totally back right here, right now. And next, we're going to start moving into the art process, but I always like to give a little bit of time for reflection. So if there's anything important that you feel you want to jot down, any notes of impressions, feel free to do so, or you can wait and just let that come out into the visual art. After you take a few moments to jot down your notes, we'll also take a couple of minutes for a bio break if anybody needs to use the restroom or grab anything, and then we'll move into our creative process together. And we'll have time for sharing a little bit later as well. So feel free to take a couple of notes as you come back. Feel free to take a little bio break. And in just a few minutes, we'll jump into the creative practice together. Hi guys. So I want to give everybody another minute or two just to wrap up their bio break. If you need water or need to grab anything, take a moment to do so. And then I will describe our creative process a little bit. Then we'll have time to really dive into it, and we'll create some space at the end for sharing as well, knowing that that is optional, but it is always nice to be able to share and connect with one another in that way. So it looks like everybody's back. Awesome. Let's jump into our creative process now. I'm going to flip my screen here. And the only thing that's really important tonight is to really listen to your intuition. So anything goes here. I invite you to grab whatever materials you have and start to express what wants to be expressed from your journey. So you can use symbols, you can use whatever colors you feel called to. Even if it's just one color, that's okay. Listen to your intuition tonight. What was the guidance from your journey? What was the imagery that you received from your journey? And if you're finding that it's really intimidating to look at a blank piece of paper, maybe you create a container for yourself. So you might create a circle or a moon to create within, giving yourself a little bit of sacred space. This is optional. You have full autonomy over your practice tonight and what wants to come out. Usually taking that first step can be the hardest. And so begin to allow whatever wants to come out tonight. It might be words. It might be just shapes or colors or squiggles, or maybe it's imagery from the visualization, from your meditation. And if you're not sure, that's all right as well. Just place your pencil or your crayon, your marker, whatever it is you're using tonight, place it down on the paper and see what wants to come out. The beautiful thing is there's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. Doesn't have to look any particular way. There's no such thing as perfection. And so let yourself explore. Let yourself be free and open. Allow whatever wants to come out to come out. And I'm going to play some music. If anybody has questions or comments, you can feel free to let me know in the chat. And then in a little while, I'll stop the recording so that we can have some sacred space to connect. But in the meantime, enjoy this process. Remember to breathe, especially if you find a moment of hesitation or resistance. See if you can breathe into that. Be present with that and continue to let your creativity flow. How's everybody feeling so far? In the flow? Awesome. Let's keep that going and we'll regroup at about 8:15. So we've got a fair amount of time to play. And remember to try to let loose. Let it flow. So in just a few minutes, we'll come back together. I'd like to invite you, if you feel called to, this is always optional, you have full autonomy, but maybe your intention wants to be written either on the front or the back of your art piece. And perhaps that thing or things you are ready to release tonight. Maybe they make their way in, maybe they don't. So, just an invitation to play with that message, that intention that you may have received from your higher self, infusing that into your piece with the option of also just recording what you let go of tonight and will continue to let go of as you move forward. And in just a few moments, we will gather back together to have a little sharing in closing of our circle. All right. So I invite you to start to just gently come to a close, knowing that if you'd like to continue working on this later, there's always an opportunity to do so, or at least finding a stopping point in the next couple minutes here. And as you're doing so, I invite you to just gaze upon this creation, just taking in all of the information, the colors and the symbols, and maybe the words and the lines and the shapes. And notice as you're looking at your piece, how does it make you feel? So, this process can be really illuminating sometimes. When we go into our meditation, we go on a journey, we use our imagination and then explore what wants to come out through the creative outlet, through the creative process. And it can be such a gift, and it can help us to integrate our experience from the meditation, from using our imagination. And as we gaze upon our piece of art, we might see things or feel things or find a deeper understanding about things that perhaps we didn't have before. And so, art is a really great way to integrate and to connect to ourselves on a deeper level, which is so beautiful. So I want to thank you all so much for sharing this experience tonight and for being here and for being willing to be open to explore and to create and to connect to your higher self, because that's such a gift that we can give to ourselves.